We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. As we are here for another live session with my business partner. Those of you who don't know me, I am Davina. I am from Fiji, but currently based here in Auckland, New Zealand. With for the past 2 years, I am by passion, I'm an online mentor, and also by profession, I have nearly 20 years of experience in the corporate environment. Today, we have a very interesting topic that we'll discuss on our digital platform, which is a lot of people we may have come across is what held what beliefs has costed you your future. So I'm going to give my stories on this, that and how it will resonate with a lot of people. And I will give a little bit about my background in terms of how I started. I'm in my journey. My journey wasn't easy. It has been always filled with responsibilities, resilience, and always refusing to give up no matter how much life got tough. I grew up with responsibilities very early. I'm a caregiver to an aging parent, and also a special needs brother. I've learned always in my journey in my life to value time, also the effort, and also have respect and the love that has always shaped me for the person I am today. At the same time, I worked in 20 years in the corporate environment in different environments. On paper, it really looks nice and stable. I had stable contracts. I sometimes had very contracts that were coming to an end, but behind those titles and paychecks, I can tell you honestly, I felt drained. I was building other people's vision and their goals, but I was burying mine. So, this is the real hard truth of our corporate environment. I'm going to give it to Sita, who's going to introduce herself and share her insights on this topic. So, over to you, Sita.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. My name is Sita, as Davina said. My business partner who is in New Zealand and I'm here in UK. I am a mom and a nun as well. I live in the UK with my family, but originally from Zimbabwe. I am a nurse by profession and also a proud digital business owner. I come from a big family of 9, but I am the 7th in the family, which that means a lot to me because my family are part of me. I love my family, and now I've got my own children who are also a big family. I've got 5 children and 6 grandchildren, which is amazing. You know, when you come from a big family, you also end up with your own big family. It's like a big team now. And my goal is just to be there for my family. And even though we're going to dip into our subject for today, but my family means a lot. I try all means to be there for my family and to support and help my family, whether it's my grandchildren, my siblings, or anyone that is close to me. That is my mission, and that's what I do. I do that as a profession, helping other people, looking other people. Even now, when I started this online business, my focus was what is there for me, what is in this business for me, is to help others, help myself, help people around me, also to get that financial freedom and that flexibility. And today, our focus is what has held me back in building my own dreams. That is a very big question that we're going to dip into it today. But for now, before we talk about the subject for us for today, I'll give it to Davina to say what she has discovered in her own issues or in her own setbacks, something that has held her back in achieving her dreams. Then I will share my own. Thank you.
Thank
Back to
you.
you, Davina.
Thank you, Sita. To me personally, I come from a background of business from my late father, and also it's been in shaping the person I am. and I would actually add two beliefs over here of my personal. The two fears that stop me every time is that one, I don't have enough funds, and the fear is what if I fail? And second, this is the online space. Isn't it? It's isn't safe. What if I get scammed? These were like, two of the thoughts that always silence myself with, and also I looked at it in the journey is that what if I had a possibility to make it work? And it almost, this idea and also my dreams, I was putting it on the back burner and it always had to wait. But the truth finally I faced was staying stuck in my 9 to 5 job was going to cost me more than starting, anything I ever would. It would have costed me one, my peace of mind. It would have costed me my time with my family, and also costed me a time to create my own future on my own terms and condition. The shift only happened when I, for example, realized that the real investment isn't just about financial, it's about having courage, having mindset, having faith as well. I didn't pour, for example, thousands of dollars like how we do traditional business, but we do have an investment requirement. I needed to believe the fact that my story of my resilience and also my willingness to learn enough to carry me forward. That is when I joined the online space, everything changed. I was no longer alone. For the first time, I was surrounded myself with like-minded people with who had a this is a people's business where we celebrated wins, we lifted each other up, and through all the difficult times, the challenges. And I've seen that this wasn't a small digital platform. It was quite big, and also where you have a global community, you have coaches, like-minded people, you have mentors, you have individuals who cheer you on, you have team groups, you have accountability partners. The system is automated. Now, today's corporate environment, everything, the monotonous tasks, a lot of high level people are pushing it for automation, which is also happening. And through that, a lot of back end office people are losing their jobs. People still don't believe that there is a way where you can learn through the skills and also build a passive income. Most of our trainings are video based, step by step. Everything is so detailed that you really do not have to go to someone and ask for information, but we do have technical team. You do feel empowered, you feel the growth. I remember once this year in Fiji when I went, they were had a gather and grow. I saw stories. I saw people even with disability. And coming even to those meetings, and even our permanent secretary for trade. And we just had a gather and grow in UK, where Sita, you're from. Our team had it over there last weekend. We saw it. We had a lot of, high energy. You realize if they can do it, also you can do it. And today I am working on a financial freedom where I want to retire. I want to spend time with my family and also creating something that I can create and I was missing in my life. I have broken from the time, the trap that we believe that it's tied to our job titles in the corporate environment. I live in gratitude. I've always practiced that, and also now building something that's meaningful for me and those I care about. So I give it back to you, Sita, on this.
Yes, thank you so much, Davina. I always, think what one belief you had to change in order to start building your own dream. And this question is still playing in my mind. And when it comes to my mind, I think about so many things. Here's the thing. Every single one of us has a belief that is either is pushing you forward or it's holding you back. So no one out there can say, I haven't got a belief. And when it comes to creating a life freedom, purpose, and fulfillment, it often starts with changing the stories we've been telling ourselves. A lot of times we tell ourselves that I can't do this or I can do this. Sometimes for me, one of the biggest belief I had to shift was it's too risky to step out of your comfort zone. When you know something very well, you are so comfortable and you do it so well, and you fail even to realize that you are being robbed. You hear a lot of people saying, oh, online businesses are scam, online businesses are scam. You see people working for 2 years, 3 years, and achieving something bigger. And then we work for 40 years, we don't achieve anything, but we see that as something that is good, that is real. What is the real scam here? It's what we are doing day by day. But we fail to see that because it's comfortable, because it's our comfort zone. And we are so used to that. We've got that employee mindset, and we don't have that employer mindset. That's why you see a lot of us, when you start a business, within 2 months, when you don't get a chunk of money, you're like, it doesn't work. I'd rather be at work. But when you are at work, you get those peanuts, you know, that drug that makes you forget your dreams, which is our paycheck that comes every month. But when you focus on that paycheck, it makes you forget about everything and think you're so comfortable. But for you to work and look at your pension that you have worked for 40 years, it might be something that someone can make within a month when they are running their own business. But we fail to see that because our mindset does not want to shift. I never thought I would do something like this in my life. Especially, do you know, when you have suffered a lot in your life, you get to be scared to start things that you don't know because you don't know how it's going to pan out, or you don't know how it's going to work out in case it doesn't work. Then what is the world going to say? They will laugh at me. But once you step forward and tell yourself, I want to step into the unknown, which is what I did. I followed my gut instinct and stepped into the unknown. Here I am. I'm running my own online business, which nobody, even my aunt family, some of them are still watching me, thinking, what is she doing? What is she trying to do? But I'm quite confident in what I'm doing and happy that I made that decision. That comfort zone will not get me anywhere. What we don't realize, yes, it might be costly to step forward and do something, but it's more dearer or more costly and risky to stay where you are. It will cost you even more to stay in the same place than moving forward and learning something different. This is what I found out when I stepped out of my comfort zone. I dropped myself into this amazing community, as Davina said. I have never been in a community where people support you, where you meet these lovely people from all walks of life, and everyone is out there to help one another. We are all individual people running our own businesses, but we gather together to help one another. And this is what I found out when I stepped out of my
Okay.
comfort zone.
Seems like there has been a technical issue with Sita, I guess. So, well, guys, I would like to say, in terms of, for me personally, the transformation happened when I asked myself a simple question: what if this works? That question unlocked a lot of doors of freedom, I mean, fear, and slammed it shut. So that's what I would have to say in the transformation of myself. So welcome back, Sita.
Yeah, I always lose transition. I don't know what's happening. My system always kicks me out for some reason. But as I was saying, we are in a community where everyone is cheering each other up, is up for somebody's success, everyone's success. This is something that I've never seen. We work in our workplaces. We might seem to like one another, but it's different here. Is different. And in this community, you feel so happy. You feel yourself. You are also doing something for yourself. As Davina say, we work on a system that it works in automation. We are not sitting there all the time doing something. Only 2 to 3 hours per day. Who would think of that? You know, when you talk about online business, people think that you are always glued online doing something. It's not like that. But in our jobs that we feel they are so comfortable, we'd rather be at work than doing an online business. We are sweating and we are so unhappy, but we continue doing that. In this day and age, you see a lot of people signing so many contracts, getting too many jobs. Why are you doing all that? Those days have gone. Those days have passed. There is this online business now, or online system where you can just plug in and start something that nobody is behind you telling you what to do. In our work, what frustrates us, we are just told what to do. And you jog on and do as you are told. Can you resist it? You can't resist because you are getting paid. You are working under somebody. But if you run your own business, you are your own boss. And it's not all about money, it's about mindset. Once you tell yourself that I need to do something, I need to be there for my family, I need to live a lifestyle, not to just survive. Because when we go out to do our work, when we are employed, we are surviving. That isn't life. It's not nice at all. When you go on holiday, someone has to dictate to you when you can go on holiday and how long your holiday can be. But if you run your own business, you decide. You are the boss. You clock in your own hours and nobody checks you. And even if you decide that today I don't want to do anything, your business is running in the background because it's in automation. So if you're out there still debating, still got that something that is holding you back, keeping you stuck, just check it out and see what it is that is missing in your life. Because as I said, it's either you've got something that holds you back or something that pushes you forward to do something. Let whatever is holding you be pushing you forward to do something different, to achieve in your life, to change that employee mindset, to be an employer yourself, employ yourself, and choose when you can work rather than be told what to do. So I'll send it back to you, Davina. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sita. And what I have to say now is that I want to ask the viewers who's watching the live or who's going to watch the replay, what belief is holding you back? Is it the money? Is it the fear of failure? Or is it about doubting in yourself? I'm telling you, like myself and Sita, those beliefs, for example, are not true. They are just walls, I would say, between you and your next chapter. So, our recommendation is that don't wait until for a burnout, job loss, regret that forces you to change, also a pain that you lost a loved one, if those change, take the action now. Explore the possibilities, learn through our mentorship program. You'll step into a space where you see growth that is celebrated in every way. If our stories has connected with you and it speaks to you, let's connect. We'd love to share how this business has worked for us and what it offers as well, and how you can also step onto the online space and create a passive income stream that is safe, supportive, and also life changing. Because the truth is, your dreams are not too expensive, too risky, or too far away. They are just waiting for you on the other side of the beliefs you are willing to let go. So that is it from my side on today's topic. If you really like to know who we are, what we do, connect with us to our social media platforms we have, also private messages, and we are happy to assist. Sita, I'm just wondering if you'd like to add something.
I'll just say thank you so much to everyone. But what we can only say, beliefs shapes actions and actions shapes results. If you act, something is going to happen. If you believe you can't, you won't even try. But you start believing if it's possible, suddenly the doors will open. So anything is possible. Once you start, you will start seeing the light and you start seeing things happening. But when you're sitting there, nothing is going to shift. So check us out, then we can walk you through and help you to achieve whatever dream you might have. Thank you so much for watching us. We will see you again next week.
Bye, guys. Take care. Be safe. And also know that we love you as well. So connect with us. Bye.